الحمد لله الكريم المجيب لكل سائل، نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره، ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فهو المهتد، ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، سل الواحة الخضراء والماء جاريا، وهذه الصحاري والجبال الرواسية، سل الطير والأنسام، سل الشجر والدواب، سل كل شيء تسمع الحمد لله ساريا. فلو جن هذا الليل وامتد سرمدا، فمن غير ربي يرجع الصبح ثانيا. سبحانك ربي سبحانك، يا من يرى مد البعوض جناحها في ظلمة الليل البهيم الأليم، ويرى نياق عروقها في نحرها، والمخ في تلك العظام النحل، ويرى ويسمع ما دونها في قاع بحر مظلم متجلجل. سبحانك ربي سبحانك، سل الواحة، سل المريض، سل الأعمى، خطى في الزحام بلا اصطدام من يقود خطاك، واسأل بطون النحل تقاطرت شهدا، وقل للشهد من حلاك. بل اسأل اللبن المصفى من بين فرث ودم، من الذي صفاك. وإذا رأيت النخل مشقوق النوى، فسله يا نخل من شق نواك. سيجيبك من في الكون الله الله. لله في الآفاق آيات، لعل أقلها هو ما إليه هداك، ولعل ما في الكون من آيات إذا حاولت تفسيرا لها أعياك. وأشهد أن سيدنا وإمامنا وقائدنا وحبيبنا رسول الله محمد صفوة خلق الله أجمعين، خير خلق الله قاطبة، نبي الأمة وصفوة خلق الله. هو النبي لا كذب، هو ابن عبد المطلب، رسول الله. سيدي أبا القاسم يا رسول الله، يا سيد العقلاء، يا خير الورى، يا من أتيت إلى الحياة مبشرا، وبعثت بالقرآن فينا هاديا، وطلعت في الأكوان بدرا نيرا. صلى عليك الله يا علم الهدى، يا علم الهدى، صلى عليك الله. ثم أما بعد، فحياكم الله وبياكم، وطبتم وطاب ممشاكم، وتبوأتم من الجنة منزلا. حياكم الله يا من تركتم بيوتكم وأموالكم وجئتم هنا في بيت من بيوت الله لتلقي فيوضات الرحمن، فإن فيوضات الله لا تتلقى إلا إذا حيت القلوب بعد مواتها. وتأملوا قول باريكم في حق أقوام ذاقوا الموت على صورة غير التي نعهدها، فقال تعالى: أومن كان ميتا فأحييناه وجعلنا له نورا يمشي به في الناس. فسبحانه من يدخل على القلوب فيصرفها كيف يشاء. فاللهم يا مقلب القلوب ثبت قلوبنا على دينك. All praise is due to Allah. Peace and blessings be upon the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. My brothers and sisters in Islam, welcome to another Jumu'ah, another time. And in this Jumu'ah particularly, we have the last Jumu'ah in the month of Sha'ban for this year. What a special day that we are 2 days before Ramadan, and mostly we are few days before the first suhoor and the first day of fasting. Almost few hours, and you will find all the masajids, all the Muslims, 2 billion Muslims, will start their celebration of the new crescent to say the beautiful dua, Allahumma ahillahu alayna bil-amn wal-iman wal-salamata wal-istislam. O Allah, make that moon sighting to come to us while we are in a state of peace, in a state of safety, in a state of security. And for the great message today, how to prepare ourselves for Ramadan, how to get ready for Ramadan, I want to just give you 3 key words, not to get distracted with lots of information today. You need 3 things in Ramadan. You need to be aware of 3 terms in Ramadan. The first one, taqwa, the consciousness of Allah, to be mindful of Allah. Number 2, the quality. Number 3, sacrifice. And I want you, when you leave the masjid today, remember those words very well. Taqwa, then the quality, then sacrifice. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned the virtues of the month of Ramadan. But I wanted you, before you go to Ramadan, before you witness Ramadan, to feel the honor, to feel what does it mean that maybe Monday, Tuesday, you will wake up fasting for the sake of Allah. What does it mean? And how many times Allah mentioned the word Ramadan in the Quran? You will be surprised when I tell you it is only 1 time. The word Ramadan is mentioned in the Quran once. Allah said, شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان. The month of Ramadan is the month where the Quran was revealed as guidance, as clear proofs, clear signs for the entire humanity. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the month of Ramadan give us lots of opportunities for forgiveness. Ramadan is the month that every Muslim should show Allah the best of his side. The gates of Jannah will be opened widely. The doors of Jahannam will be closed. The shayateen, the jinn, will be chained up in the month of Ramadan. Allah had prepared a special gate for those who will be fasting and will act righteously in the month of Ramadan, which is the gate of Rayyan. So I'm inviting you all to the gate of Rayyan. Ramadan is the month that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, "Man sama Ramadana imanan wa ihtisaban ghufira lahu ma taqaddama min dhanbihi." Whoever fasted Ramadan out of faith, out of sincerity, seeking the reward from Allah, all his previous sins will be forgiven. Imam, what does it mean? It's not only the sins of the last year. It's not only the sins of 2 years. No. It is the sins of your entire life. And here the hadith did not differentiate between the minor sins and the major sins. So that means even the major sins are included if you fasted well in the month of Ramadan. Ramadan is the month that all the Sahaba used to stick out, used to come to the masjid, they used to pray the Taraweeh, they used to recite Quran, engage in lots of istighfar to Allah. But let me tell you, you cannot walk alone in the month of Ramadan, because Ramadan is the month of the unity of the Ummah. Ramadan, you cannot say, I will be alone, I will take a side, I do not want headache. Ramadan is the month of the one community, one family, that we come together, shoulder to shoulder. We bring our family members, our kids, our wives, we bring our relatives, our friends, to invite them. It's not only for celebration, it is for the worship of Allah. And please, I want you to have some patience and forgive me if you found this kind of not properly to be mentioned. But I have to mention. That's my mission and that's my responsibility. And wallahi, it is not criticism. But because I love you all, for the sake of Allah, I want you to get that point with me. Lots of people consider Ramadan and look at Ramadan something traditionally, something the habit, as a habit, something related to the culture. We need to come together, we need to celebrate, we need to eat the iftar together. And you know what? Day after day, day after day, they forget the main concept of Ramadan. I will say that statement, so when I stand before Allah on the day of judgment, I can tell you before Allah, oh Allah, you are my witness that I told them even before Ramadan. Ramadan is not something traditional. Ramadan is not for the custom. Ramadan is not for the culture. Ramadan is not for the food. Ramadan is not to come to celebrate. Ramadan for one purpose, to worship Allah. And I want you to focus on that goal. One of the lessons that I mentioned during the Khatira of Fajr this week, that lots of people will be distracted by the elephant. As I told you, lots of people will search for the elephant. And you can say, Imam, what kind of elephant? I told you, Imam Malik, while he was giving the lecture in the masjid of Rasulullah, he was giving the hadith of Rasulullah in al-Madinah. Then one person came to the gate and he said, oh people, come to see the elephant. The people of al-Madinah never seen elephant. They recited, Alam tara kayfa fa'ala rabbuka bi ashab al-fil. They know the surah of the elephant, but they never seen the elephant. So all of them had left Imam Malik in the masjid and they went to see the elephant, except one person, Yahya ibn Yahya al-Laythi. That Yahya, a student. So Imam Malik told him, why you didn't go to see the elephant? He said, I came to see Imam Malik, not to see the elephant. He was focusing on his goal. You know, because of that that man, he's the most authentic of the narration of the entire Muwatta of Imam Malik. He is the most authentic person that you can take the hadith in the Muwatta of Imam Malik from that person. And you see, after how many years we are mentioning his name today in Newport Richey in the United States. Because of one reason, he was focusing on his goal. My humble advice, do not get distracted by lots of elephants in Ramadan. You are going to see lots of elephants. Oh, Imam, he's bothering me. Imam, the kids are crying at the end of the message. Imam, this sister said that. This sister said that. That brother said that. The food wasn't good. This decoration needs to be changed. The speakers, the Imam, the recitation. Do not get distracted. Do not get distracted. You have the main goal, which is the first element, taqwa. You need by the end of Ramadan to gain taqwa. لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. And that's the main purpose in Ramadan. The second one. What do we need to do in Ramadan? What's your plan? You need to set a plan. Every day, I will recite at least one juz of the Quran. I will remember Allah at least 1,000 times. I will never lose jama'ah in the masjid in Ramadan. I will come every day to attend the iftar with the community. I will attend every day's Taraweeh. I will follow up with the lectures of the Imam. I will give a sadaqah every day in Ramadan, even if it was a date. I will make my brothers and sisters happy. I will avoid arguments. I will control my tongue in Ramadan. I will never curse. Even if somebody did something wrong, I will be patient. I will have a smile on my face. My focus, my main mission is to be closer to Allah and to avoid any interruption. Anything can cause division in the community. This is your plan. But you know what? It is not about the quantity. It's about the quality. And that's the second element. So taqwa, then quality. Allah needs to see your heart, your sincerity. What is your heart in Ramadan? Are you praying Taraweeh, waiting for the Imam to finish? Then you look at the clock and come to him. Imam, today you have extra 3 minutes. Be aware. You know how many people are doing this to the Imam? You know how many people are distracting themselves for watching lots of elephants? Do not get distracted by the elephants. Focus in your heart, in your worship to Allah. Every day, I wanted you to watch your kids. Did you pray on time? I wanted you to bring your wife, your children in your house. Together, make a dua every night before you sleep. Before you have your suhoor, make a dua. Give them one hadith. Lots of people, and you know even better than me, lots of people are so worried about the future of their kids in this country. So they wanted to inject their hearts with Islam, with Iman. Ramadan is your chance. If you didn't do this in Ramadan as a father, if you didn't do this as a mother in Ramadan, so which month other other than Ramadan, you are going to inject the Iman inside the hearts of your children. Let them come. Let them focus on their worship. Let them build their relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ramadan is the month of mercy. Ramadan is the month of opportunity. Ramadan is the month of the forgiveness. And for those people who have lots of challenges in Ramadan, and those challenges, I'm aware of all of them. I didn't come from a different planet. I'm from here, living amongst people. Lots of people have challenges with their work, with the traffic, with their appointments, with the school, with the college. They need to keep up with their curriculum, with their work. I am aware of all of this. But you know what? Ramadan is the month of sacrifice. You need to sacrifice. You need to have the intention from now. I am going to sacrifice in Ramadan. As I will sacrifice the food, as I will sacrifice my first sip of the cup of coffee in the morning, which I know for lots of people it could be a big deal. As you will sacrifice some sleep during the night, I want you to be ready to sacrifice in Ramadan. When you give your zakat, when you give your sadaqah, when you give a charity for the sake of Allah, I want you to be ready to sacrifice. And you know what? Sacrifice even the energy of your body. When you wake up and you come to Fajr, even if you will drive 25 minutes, 30 minutes to the masjid, I will sacrifice. I will sacrifice standing long behind the Imam, because I want to make it for Taraweeh, for the 30 nights in Ramadan. Be ready to sacrifice. And you know what? Today, and because of the time, I don't want to give you examples of the Rasulullah, of the Sahaba, how much they sacrificed. We don't want to go back 14 centuries ago, but I wanted to take my camera and move towards Gaza. The people of Gaza, they are giving us the best of examples nowadays of sacrifice. They sacrifice their own lives, sacrifice dunya. And wallahi, if they wanted dunya, they could easily give up. They could easily betray the entire ummah, as the entire ummah had betrayed them. They could do that easily. But they are teaching us the real meanings of sacrifice. When you see a man who donates a sip of water to the little kids, and he is saying, I didn't drink since 3 days ago. They didn't find water, food, shelter. They don't have electricity. They don't have AC. They don't have masjid. They pray on the rubble. They didn't give up. The air strikes over their heads, and their Imam is saying, Allahu Akbar, and they are behind him. The Imam is saying, Wala Dhalin, and they are saying, Ameen. They pray even under the smell of the death everywhere. they bury their children, and they go back to Salah. What kind of hearts did those people have? What kind of hearts? What kind of people? So resilient. Their Imam. Nowadays here, people don't want to sacrifice. Imam, the food wasn't hot enough. Astaghfirullah. Look at how much food we are wasting in Ramadan. And remember, your brothers and sisters, Ramadan is the month of sacrifice. So 3 words: taqwa, quality, and sacrifice. May Allah guide us to the right path. May Allah let us all reach Ramadan. And may Allah grant us stability and security and protect our brothers and sisters in Palestine. Allahumma ameen. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي. الحمد لله وكفى وصلاة وسلاما على النبي المصطفى صلى الله عليه وسلم. My brothers and sisters in Islam, there is the dua of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, who used to say, Allahumma ballighna Ramadan. Oh Allah, let us all reach Ramadan. And lots of people actually don't pay attention to this dua. Even some of Muslims till today, they didn't say that dua yet. I wanted you to get the honor, the blessings of saying this dua and following the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. What does it mean? Allahumma ballighna Ramadan. Oh Allah, let us all reach Ramadan. And what is the importance of that? What is the significance of witnessing another Ramadan? We can get it from the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And I want you, before we go to Salah, to listen carefully to this hadith. Please. 2 brothers. During the time of Rasulullah, one of them was killed as a shaheed, as a martyr. And he passed away, he was killed. Then after 1 year of his killing, his brother passed away. So a 3rd person had seen in the dream that the one who died after 1 year entered Jannah in a higher level than the one who was killed as a shaheed. So he was shocked. He was amazed. Then he came to Rasulullah. He said, Ya Rasulullah, the other person wasn't killed as a shaheed, and he died 1 year after his brother, but he entered Jannah in a higher level. So why is that? We know the shaheed in Jannah, in the highest levels of Jannah. So what did Rasulullah say? The answer in one statement. He said, Alaysa qad shahida Ramadan? Didn't he witness an extra Ramadan than his brother? He said, yes. He witnessed the last Ramadan. He attended Ramadan. He had extra Ramadan than his brother. He said, that is the reason that made him to go extra level in Jannah than his own brother who was killed as a shaheed. So when we say that dua, Allahumma ballighna Ramadan, I think from now on you will feel that dua differently. You know, some people, when we say this dua, Ameen, Ameen. But from this story, now you will taste it differently. So let's try that one more time. Oh Allah, let us all reach Ramadan. You see? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us to the right path. May Allah make this Ramadan the best Ramadan ever that we had in our life. May Allah give us the ability so we can show Him the best of our sides in Ramadan. My brothers and sisters, your masjid, the board members of your masjid, the people who are taking care of your masjid are working like very hard to keep the masjid in the best of the shape. The whole, we have daily iftar, we have daily lectures, 3 lectures per day, one after Fajr, one before iftar, one during the Taraweeh. We will have the Khatma of the Quran, inshaAllah. Everything, the preparation, cleaning the masjid, preparing the food, everything is working, alhamdulillah, as much as we can, because we are waiting for you. And you know what? Your masjid is waiting for you. Do not let the angels write down my name and your brother's name. Do not let the angels miss your name in Ramadan. We want it all to be here in the masjid. Come, participate, be positive, give the good energy. This is your masjid. Everyone is welcome. That's our slogan in this masjid. Do your best. Volunteer. Help. Give your hand. Bring your wives and your children to the masjid. We need to get the sense of the familyhood as we all, one ummah, one body. Ramadan around the corner. Ramadan on the way. And I can tell you in advance, Ramadan Mubarak. Do not forget your masjid. From your sadaqah, the boxes are here. We have lots of expenses, especially in Ramadan. Of course, your zakah. We have the needy families, the poor, those who need assistance. Come to the masjid, give your sadaqah, drop your sadaqah in the boxes of the masjid. May Allah grant us Jannatul Firdaus. We have only 4 days left in the calendar of iftar. Come, participate. If you can sponsor, write down your name. If you cannot give the entire day, have half of a day, participate of even bringing some stuff. It's not about collecting. It's about the participation. That I wanted you to participate even with little. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We need to come together. You need to get the feeling that this masjid belongs to me and I belong to this masjid. May Allah keep us always united, loving each other, caring of one another. May Allah keep us shoulder to shoulder, united as one ummah in this community. اللهم آمين. اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وإسرافنا في أمرنا. اللهم ثبت أقدامنا. اللهم توفنا مسلمين وألحقنا بالصالحين. اللهم بلغنا رمضان. اللهم بلغنا رمضان. اللهم بلغنا رمضان وأعنا فيه على الصلاة والصيام. اللهم أعنا فيه على القيام. اللهم أعنا فيه على قراءة القرآن. اللهم آمين. اللهم انصر إخواننا في فلسطين. اللهم ثبت أقدامهم. اللهم ثبت أقدامهم. اللهم اربط على قلوبهم. اللهم اربط على قلوبهم. اللهم اجمع حولهم قلوب خلقه، اللهم اجمع حولهم قلوب خلقه يا رب العالمين، إنك على كل شيء قدير. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين، وأقم الصلاة، قوموا إلى صلاتكم.